All right, good afternoon. Happy New Year's Rockin' Eve, as Dick Clark would say. Well, yeah, kind of as Dick Clark would say. Right now, Backlash has just rang in 2023, and in about less than 15 minutes, Kathmandu will ring in the brand new year. And in fact, we are now less than 12 hours away here in the Central Time Zone to ring in 2023. And of course, we will bring you the entire celebration tonight. So we hope you'll join us for that later on. So we hope you'll join us for that celebration coming up later. Right now, we're awaiting those 3 Nebraska stations to run their test. They haven't ran it for the past hour, so they have this coming hour to get it in, because they haven't went. Well, that or they're late. Well, yeah, they're usually typically late. Pretty weird to have a Blackhawks game this early, like for instance in the afternoon. We don't usually have it. We don't usually have a game like this we don't usually have it in the afternoon, which I find that very weird. You know, we don't get too much of these here. Looks like Buzzer's still airing my favorites. Huh, they follow the exact same schedule. Tattletales and Let's Go Luna and all. Oh, that's PBS, that's right. I'll go and shut that off right now. And yeah, I've had a pretty good night yesterday. I did actually stay up for all of those Friday automated tests, but a lot of the So that means we're in Columbus today. That's the canon they always do. So because a lot of the automations were left unchanged, just gonna show the clock going to the hour that a time zone in the world is ringing in the new year. That's what we're gonna do. So at this point, I am gonna go ahead and close I'm gonna go ahead and close the county request poll. Yes, I've been binge watching the Deal or No Deal arcade game last night, the same video. And also, thank you everyone for getting me to 400 subscribers on my channel. I saw it last night as well, so I have the 400 subscriber special all ready to go, along with that new intro sequence. However, I need to make one more minor correction in the sequence. After I make that correction, then the special will be good to go, and I will actually debut it over the course of the following week, New Year's week. That's when I'll debut the compilations. So what I'll do is I'll do it in parts. So like, I'll premiere part 1 at 3 p.m. on Monday the 2nd. Then I'll premiere part 2 on Tuesday the 3rd. Then I'll premiere part 3 on Wednesday the 4th. Part 4 on Thursday the 5th. And then the finale on Friday the 6th. That's how I am currently structured to lay out this special. However, I'm going to delay part 5's upload time a little bit because, well, the thing is, because there were a couple of minor graphical errors in a portion of the thing. But maybe later on air today I'll get those corrected, and then after we get those fixed, then we will be all set to go here. Yeah, the so-called fake Athens test. Let me get this on.
And now to perform the Star Spangled Banner, please welcome Mr. Leo Welsh. Oh, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave? Leo Welsh with our Star-Spangled Banner.
There was a little mic cut there was a little bit of a cut off in the microphone toward the end, but very nice performance there. Almost a very accurate one at that. All right. So again, so this is the first of our 2 live streams that we're going to run today. We're going to run another one. Later tonight. Again, it starts at 10:45 p.m. Central Time, and of course, we'll get to show you everything, the entire New Year's Eve celebration, and the beginning half of the Sunday morning automated weeklies. You know, we'll bring you all that. We'll bring you WCLC right at midnight. We'll bring you DC Radio 1. We'll bring you it all. And of course, we'll watch every other time zone ring in the new year. Ending with the remaining outlying islands of the United States. All right, and off we go. Now let me locate the... See, they got a Fox Weather digital channel. That's nice that you're listening to WGN 2. Find our game. Let's see if we can find our game on here. And here it is. Blackhawks and Blue Jackets. Alright, so we've got multiple angles. So now we have multiple sides of the same game. We got WGN 720, Blackhawks radio, been that way for decades. And of course, we have NBC Sports Chicago, which is now the new permanent home of Blackhawks hockey. Because in the past, it actually used to switch between NBC Sports, which previously was Comcast Sportsnet, and WGN. It would actually switch. It would actually fluctuate. Like really, it would actually fluctuate between markets. Each and every single game, it would fluctuate on the TV, but on the radio, it has never changed, and it's been the same ever since. And I am also in the process of getting the monthly test schedule all set. So I've already taken pictures of comments for this week's county requests. So I am scrolling through, looking for any remaining requests. Huh, that was weird. I hit a check mark and it hit removed. I don't know how that happened. That's exactly. Sure. All right. Yep. The county request poll has been closed. All right, the county request poll has been closed. I will be taking care of the county requests and the Street View videos either later during this broadcast or sometime after the game. I'll be taking care of those later. And yesterday, these 2 trees were taken down. It was entirely unexpected, but yeah, this whole thing was entirely unexpected, but now the landscape here has changed. So now there are 3 things that I see that did not make it into 2023. And I think those Nebraska stations failed once. Oh gosh. And they failed once again. Isn't that nice? Or in other words, the WLS automated test. And yeah, I was actually looking, and in fact at one time I was actually looking at footage from, I don't know, what was it, 2000 and, I can't remember, but I think it was like 2003, I think it was 2003. And yes, at that one point, Chicago ran a local test. Alright, I don't know why these 2 upcoming streams are still here. Alright, that's been fixed. And now, let's watch Pokhara ring in the new year. Counting down, 4, 3, 2, 1, and a happy new year to Pokhara. Welcome to 2023. Let's go to the next time zone, and Kolkata. Oh, wow. These New Year's celebrations are going to go fairly quick. They're going to go fairly quickly. Okay, to the next time zone. The poll closes at 3 p.m. tonight, this afternoon. And I see a lot of them already want the outbound Edens Expressway. That would be a great finish to 2022. However, now the only problem is that I need to find a song. It's going to take a... Alright. So while that... Oh, that's it. Alright. There we go. That oddity has been fixed. And over the past few days, starting with the flight home, I've been looking at seeing what states have already released their 2023 monthly test schedule. And as of right now, yeah, I saw it. Yeah, I did, Gage. I saw it. Anyway, yes, here are all of the areas right now that have their monthly schedules released. I don't know what is up with the GWES. I heard Mason say that they're working on it, but so far I've seen that no progress has been made. So right now I'm going through each state agency's website. And I'm searching for their schedules. But right now I have seen very few. I've been unable to obtain Alabama's schedule. But I will show you right now what I have found. So far, these are the areas that I'm still looking for schedules. Those are the areas that I still need to look for schedules. Now, Alabama I've been unable to find. So right now I'm going through each respective region. So right now I'm looking for schedules. That doesn't have anything yet. No, it's not the, This is San Diego County. Yes, Missouri. Actually, Missouri changed their time to 11:18. So they'll now do it at 11:18 instead of 11:06 Central Time. But so far, but yeah, Ohio has released their schedule already. Still nothing for Alabama. And I see Connecticut has their schedule. Wisconsin has... Now this is interesting. This is a Wisconsin Public Radio schedule right here. So, I'm not sure if this is 20... Yeah, this is 2023. You can see these are all the dates and times. So, these are all of the dates. So I believe that these are... Well, this I think is interesting here, because apparently Wisconsin Public Radio actually has a weekly schedule. So apparently they have a schedule as to when they're going to run their weekly. Huh, that's interesting. And I believe Wisconsin's schedule does remain the same. So it'll be 8:45 a.m. for the monthly. I do not think I've put that in yet. No, I did not. This will be originated by Noah, NWS Milwaukee, Sullivan, Green Bay, and all that good stuff. On the first Wednesday of the month, as always. And I see a lot of oddities from when we've last checked. All right. So, if it says comment, that means it has information about a monthly test. Other schedule information, it says when they're going to do their next weekly. So I'll call it I'll actually set a reminder so that way I don't miss it. But I'll kind of treat it like a monthly, so that's what I'll do. So it says Wisconsin Public Radio will run a weekly, on Thursday, January 12th. Now, this actually might be brand new because I have never seen anything like this before. I don't think I've ever seen this. It says it was already published on New Year's Day, which honestly is crazy. So, this must be Wisconsin Public Radio's weekly. This is their entire, this is only part of their schedule. This is part of their schedule. There isn't all of it yet, but that's okay. And here is Connecticut's test, and I was correct. I took a very good guesstimate, and I was right. So there's their schedule right there. So that's Connecticut. Right now, Binghamton doesn't have their monthly. Oh, I should say something like Binghamton, New York. New York. Oh no, that's New York State. Utah has their schedule already. Let's see if we could find more. Alright, looks like we don't have it. But I am going to assume that Buffalo's test will be at RMT. But I am assuming that Buffalo's monthly will be on that same Tuesday, the first Tuesday of the month, and it'll be at 11:50 a.m. Well, not really 11:50 a.m., but I'm gonna say like sometime after that because they gotta go through, all the paid programming and everything like that. So I'm gonna assume that we have a good schedule already. All right. I know Michigan has a schedule. Area EAS schedules Michigan Public Broadcaster. This should be 2023. Here we go. Here is Michigan's schedule. So we have schedules for each area. So this one is South Central. And it happens on the 12th, which is a Thursday at 9:50 a.m. Again, I'm converting Central Time to Eastern Time. Southwest Michigan will be at 9:50 on Wednesday. Southwest Michigan will be at 9:50 on Wednesday. Wednesday the 19th, it says. It's supposed to be the 18th, but that's a typo on the schedule. But the date is correct. I'll just lower it down to the 18th, just in case that date might be incorrect. Arkansas, Arkansas, and Southwest MI. Now for Central Michigan, that time is correct. It'll be on the 18th at 3 p.m. It'll be 2 p.m. Now, and then we'll go to East Central. It'll be on the 17th.
This is Blackhawks hockey on 720 WGN. Chicago News on WGN. Current, local, agenda-free.
And again, it's at 9:50 a.m. on that Tuesday. And then next we have Washtenaw. It'll be on the 19th at 1:57. Huh. Yeah, I'm talking to the viewers. So then that monthly is on the 19th at 1:57, but I'll round it down to 1:55 because that's what iOS will only allow me to do. Next we go to Southeast. It'll be on the 29th. So that will be at the very end of the month. So 9:40 a.m. on, it says on the 29th, which is a Thursday, which is incorrect, but I'm going to assume it's on the 26th. And then Western Michigan.
So smooth, it's criminal. Break out the bandito, baby.
19th, which is a Thursday, that's correct. It'll happen at 9:47, so this is the Grand Rapids area. Okay. And then we have West Central Michigan. It'll happen at 10:47 a.m.
Both of them. And now Max Domi stood up and gave a wave, and he's trying some booze. Pretty funny.
That's part of the game, and unfortunately for Seth
The
Jones,
11th,
he had COVID
it'll
right
be
before he was supposed to come back and play at Nationwide Arena for the first time. So it's been a long time coming for him, but a very nice tribute indeed. You said it, John.
And Jack Johnson. I'm surprised Jack Johnson was not involved with that as well.
And I hope you all got some good sleep last night because I'm sure a lot of you are gonna want to stay up for the ball drop, because I know a lot of you are gonna want to stay up for the ball drop tonight, like I will. I'm gonna stay up for the ball drop. Oh man, and of course we'll bring you the ball drop later tonight. New Year's Eve, New Year's Rockin' Eve with Ryan Seacrest on ABC. And of course, we'll bring you Countdown Chicago, NBC's New Year's celebration. CBS will even do it too. So, can't wait to bring it all to you tonight. So keep it tuned. This is going to be a great show. And I see we're less than a minute from another New Year's celebration I just saw. And we do not have time for the time being, but yeah. Oh yeah, good afternoon, or yeah, well, I should say good morning, technically, because you're in the Mountain Time Zone. Yeah, in the Mountain Time Zone. And we are now 20 seconds from the new year in that country where New Delhi is. I'm sure if you've been with me for the past year, in my first year, you should know why that country where New Delhi is has been famous for a few members. And there we go. It is now 2023. It is now 2023 in that one country that I will not say its name because, well, yeah, as I won't. So anyway, is that the Twilight Zone? It's the Twilight Zone. The Twilight Zone. Ooh, an 80s classic. I see the Blackhawks are on the board already. That's great to hear. It's 1-0 right now. And right now, lunch is being prepared. Making her famous macaroni. Yeah, I like that. So, and of course, there's yeah, I was gonna say something about the Yeah, and I do want to bring an update on the Uniden Bearcat. On that Uniden Bearcat. So you know how I lost that auction last night? Well, I actually did find another one with similar specs. In fact, it came with similar items, except a battery was not included. Well, I don't care if a battery doesn't come with. But what I care about is that it has the radio and power cord. And the wall mount too, which the original listing didn't, the auction didn't come with it, but that's okay. That is all right because I don't plan on mounting any of these to the wall. But the thing is, the Bearcat won't come with a manual. But you know what? I'll actually take that because, I mean, I have like a sleeve somewhere on my nightstand in that drawer I have. Yeah, that's filled with manuals. It has so many manuals, and I don't want to add even more to the incredible pile. Well, I probably will with the Kato that I'll be unboxing next week. Oh yeah, I was going to say the update on the Bearcat. So on that listing, we actually made a best offer, and in fact, the seller actually accepted it. So now we're just awaiting the payment, and then the Bearcat will be on its way. So, I believe it's already been done. So at this point, I have secured a Bearcat. And I might make some changes to this setup. I might make some changes to the layout once again. I probably replace the 991 here and put the Bearcat in its place. I might do that, but I don't really know that for sure but what I will do is, as I make the changes to the setup, I'll actually change a few channels to resolve reception problems. Like, for instance, I'll put the Bearcat on Odell.
Cleared by Jake McCabe. Over 30 seconds into the Blackhawks penalty kill.
Yeah. Okay. And next up is Tashkent. In whatever country that's in. About half an hour away from them. Ringing in the new year. Anyway, let's continue with the schedule. Next up, we have Northwest Michigan.
Johnny Goodrow has been the most dangerous player on the ice. He had a great opportunity early on.
That's from the Twilight Zone. Anyway, that will be on Monday the 9th. It'll be at 1:47 p.m. Oh wait, I should call it Northeast and Northwest. I should merge the two together. Alright. Now for the Central Upper Peninsula. I'm sure you remember the Central Upper Peninsula of Michigan. This will happen on Friday the 20th, so that's near the end of the month. It'll be at 9:45 a.m. And then we have the Eastern Upper Peninsula, which will be it says on the 21st, but will be on a Friday. So I don't know if that's correct. So we'll find out. I'm going to say it's on the 20th because that time right now looks to be incorrect. Well, more specifically, the date looks to be incorrect, but we will find that out for sure. And then we have another couple of schedules Northwestern Upper Peninsula and Western Upper Peninsula. I'm sure these two are entirely separate. But as of right now, those are 2022. This is... Wait, is this 2023? Oh, wait a second. I was referring to 2022. I was referring to 2022. But you know what? I am correct possibly with that date. I am correct with that date anyway. So there is that. So there is Michigan. We have their schedule. So I can take all the Michigans off of here now. So I can take off Northeast and Northwest because we have all of the 2023 schedule. I'll take off Washington and Wisconsin. We don't have South Carolina yet. I'm looking for any additional... Alright. Let's see. Fresno. Okay, next area we need is Fresno. Now I'm going in order. I'm looking for each region. That's Alaska. This, I assume, is Oklahoma. They don't have the 2023 yet because that still says 22. Let's keep going.
Blackhawks won their second Stanley Cup. The full line of jerseys, tees, hats, and more are on sale now at retail locations across the United Center and cbhshop.com.
A lot of schedules haven't yet been released. But let's start with statewide. Alright, let's start with statewide. We'll start with Virginia. And yes, they have their schedule. It'll be on... So it'll be on Monday the 2nd. Well, yeah, because the thing is, Virginia does their monthly on the first Monday of the month at 9:45 a.m. So, considering that this is the case, they will do it at 9:45 a.m. Alright, my lunch is almost ready. It doesn't say about their schedule, but I'm going to assume that that is their schedule. We're gonna start with statewide, and then we're gonna go in order here. This says 2021. This is 22. So far, it looks like South Carolina has not yet released their 2023 schedule, so if no states have released their schedule, then I am probably going to miss some of them. I'm going to miss a bunch of them this month because, yeah, typically January...
Great idea, just going right to the blue paint. You saw time and space and nearly put one away past Corpusalo.
No. So any states that test that I don't have any reminders with, usually January is like the least favorite month because this is where we have to get everything set for the new year. So the schedules are still in the process of being released, but right now, nothing for Rhode Island as of yet. But I did hear something from Pennsylvania. State plan. Should be it right here. Click here for a list of 2023 dates. And there we go. It'll be at 8:05 a.m. on the 19th. So Pennsylvania. 9:05 a.m. on Thursday. So it'll be Thursday the 19th at 8:05. All right. We have Pennsylvania's schedule. let's see if Oregon has theirs. This is the complete Oregon statewide. Oh, that's not it. Well, the EAS for Portland. I think the only monthly in Oregon is probably Portland. Portland is most likely the only one. Well, Oregon does not have a statewide monthly until it's announced officially. Alright. Next we need North Dakota. Not North Dakota. North Dakota Broadcasters. Updated May 9th. 2023 is not in here, so right now North Dakota Broadcasters still does not have their schedule, but I am assuming it goes on the first Wednesday of the month. So I am correct on that at this time. And then we have North Carolina. North Carolina Department of Public Safety. You should have their schedule somewhere. 2022. And so far it looks like no. But I want to compare those dates. 6th, Thursday. 12th is Saturday. Okay, looks like North Carolina still does not have an official schedule. Right now, North Carolina still does not have an official schedule. Right now, North Carolina, again, does not have an official schedule. This is for calendar year 2021, so far nothing from New Mexico. Let's see if New Jersey... This is an odd month, so it will fall on the third Tuesday of the month. So it'll fall on the third Tuesday, which in this case will be the 17th. And it'll be at 12. It'll be at 9:50 a.m. And the game is tied. With a minute and a half left to go in the first period, this game is tied. We are tied at 1. So right now I'm assuming New Jersey has their schedule. New Hampshire is totally random. Click here for 2023. Here we go. Yep, we have their schedule. And see how random they are. There it is. Their date will fall on the 10th. It'll be at 9:30 a.m. Eastern, which would be 8:30 Central Time. All right. We have New Hampshire. Let's see if Nevada says 2022. That's a football schedule. That's Utah. I've looked through all those areas earlier. I believe everything falls on the last Tuesday, but there's a Western Nevada, there's an Eastern Nevada. It wants me to open a document, but okay. Well, let's just go ahead and open it up. So now I want to look at these dates. Let's go back through 22 really quick. So let's see. I think they all, they all fall on the last Wednesday of the month. So, and there is the end of the first period of play. So, I believe, all of Nevada's tests, all of Nevada's tests fall on the last Wednesday of the month, which will be the 25th, and it will be at 4:20. So they all fall on the last Wednesday of the month. Alright, so we have Nevada. Okay, now we need Mississippi. Let's see if we have their schedule. Mississippi Association of Broadcasters. Let's see what we've got. We have their schedule. It'll be at 10:45 a.m. because that's in Central Time. Monday, January. Well, that's in 2022. They all fall on the first Monday. So every Mississippi test falls on the first Monday of the month. So 10:45 a.m. will be Mississippi on Monday. I better not confuse myself with Eastern Time. Got to be a bunch of monthlies to start us off with. Alright, but either way, now let's look at Maryland. That's Utah. Maryland Department of Emergency Management. So it looks like a monthly schedule has not yet been released for Maryland. Either that or they don't have any information. Let's see. We don't have Maine. I don't see Maine anywhere. And that must be my lunch. Considering that that's the case, North Carolina has even been posting yours. Alright. So if any monthly test schedules have been posted, let me know. Let me know if any monthly test schedules have been posted so I can add them in. But right now we don't have Maine. I'm assuming we have Maryland already. Louisiana, I don't think has their schedule. VA schedule is exactly the same. We don't have Louisiana yet. We're going to skip the regional ones right now. We're just going to do, it looks like all we have left is kind of statewide. We already have Hawaii, because I already know their schedule. Indiana's schedule we don't have. I'll go through all the remaining areas later on. Although I already know Iowa. Although I already know that Iowa will test on the first Wednesday of the month at 8:55 a.m.
It's time for an intermission update. Sponsored by Truly Hard Seltzer. Do it for the flavor. Here's Joe Brand. A good start for the Blackhawks, who pick up the game's first goal for just the 7th time this year, but Columbus able to tie things up on an equalizer.
Yeah, the countdown to 2023 has already long begun. Although the tornado drill hasn't been posted. Well, yeah, the tornado drill is posted on the schedule. North Carolina hasn't been posted yet. So, as of right now, these are the areas that have not released their monthly test schedule. So again, at this time, these are the areas that don't have their schedule posted. So, once new schedules come up, I will add those as soon as possible. I'll add those new details in as soon as possible. All right, we will get back to looking for more monthly test schedules in just a moment. But first, I'm going to go have some lunch with perfect timing too, because it is the intermission. So we will join you after the intermission, and we will continue on with Blackhawks hockey.
Today, number 5 Alabama is leading number 9 Kansas State 21-10 at halftime. Iowa currently leads Kentucky 21-0 at halftime. College football later today, number 2 Michigan against TCU at 3 p.m. And number 1 Georgia plays number 4 the Ohio State Buckeyes at 7 p.m. Again, that's why the Blackhawks are playing some daytime hockey out in Columbus earlier today in Ohio. And in the NBA, the Bulls are going for their 3rd straight win in a row tonight. They host the Cavaliers at the United Center at 7 o'clock. Over at the Nationwide Arena, it's a 1-1 tie between the Blackhawks and the Columbus Blue Jackets. Again, Andreas Athanasiou and Emil Bemstrom with the 2 goals in this game so far. Shots on goal in favor of the Blue Jackets, 14-10. We're going to take a break, and when we come back, we'll bring in Kaylee Chelios, help us break down that second period that has the Hawks knotted up with the Blue Jackets at 1. You're listening to Blackhawks Hockey on 720 WGN. Hey, Blackhawks fans, this is Patrick Kane, and you're listening to 720 WGN.
Imagine being 3 months pregnant and finding out you have cancer. I'm Robin, and that was my reality. But I trusted my team at Northwestern Medicine, my oncologist, orthopedic surgeon, and high-risk obstetrician, who collaborated to come up with the safest chemotherapy plan. So I didn't have to choose between my life and my baby's. Anchored by Northwestern Memorial Hospital, the #1 hospital in Illinois by U.S. News and World Report, Robin's team worked together closely, focusing not only on making Robin better, but on bringing her baby into the world safely. After months of treatments, they performed a C-section, then cancer removal on the same day. Now there are 2 things we celebrate on Sophia's birthday: her life and mine. Because what makes us better makes you better. Northwestern Medicine. Learn more at nm.org/better. Clogged toilets, broken pipes, flooded basement? Don't let your plumbing problems take you off your game. When you need a plumber fast, call Plumbers 911 at 1-833-PLUM-911, where they promise to connect you to a plumber in 5 minutes or less. Their phones are open 24/7 at 833-PLUM-911, and their highly trained plumbing professionals are ready to answer your call. Get your plumbing job done right the first time with Plumbers 911 Chicago, your plumbing connection. Get your engine road trip ready and fill your tank with top-tier Tri-Clean gasoline from our proud sponsor, Citgo. Adventure awaits. Fuel up first with Citgo.
We continue on in the intermission with our first Perfect Play of the game, a new sponsor by Perfect Home Services for all your home's heating, cooling, and plumbing needs. Nothing less than perfect will do. Well, it's not necessarily a play because we can pull out a couple of Alex Stalock saves or even the goal by Andreas Athanasiou. But you might remember earlier this year when Max Domi was talking about his plans for the Christmas break. A former Columbus Blue Jacket, now with the Chicago Blackhawks, said he was going to have some family in town for the Christmas holiday, which was different than in years past. Here's what he had to say.
I'm pretty excited, actually. My whole family's here, so I was in
so didn't get any visitors. I'm in a nice city, so I hope everyone wants to come see me. So I don't know about me or the city. I'm really excited. My mom, my sisters, everyone's significant others are here, so it'll be a good time. Looking forward to it. Clearly, Max Domi saying that in jest, but the Columbus Blue Jackets fans, not too big of fans of those comments. They actually had a welcome back, short little montage video for both Seth Jones and Max Domi during today's game. Seth Jones got a big round of applause. Max Domi, not so much, caught some boos, but I think Domi's got thick enough skin to be able to handle that. He had a big sly grin in jest as well over at the Nationwide Arena. Speaking of the Nationwide Arena, Kaylee Chelios is there with John Weideman on the call for today's game. A 1-1 tie so far between the Hawks and the Blue Jackets. Kaylee, this was a good start for the Hawks. They coughed up the lead. They're being outshot 14-10, but they've got a good pace. They've got good energy. And Alex Stalock doing his thing. This is an overall good start for this Hawks team on the road.
Yeah, it is. And it's just kind of a couple bad breaks, a turnover, and a couple penalties too many, and Columbus is actually able to capitalize on it. Their power play hasn't been great all year. I think they were 1 for 32 in the first 11 games of the season, but they've been able to turn things around a little bit, and just a bad break, Dickinson stick breaks, and that seam pass on the weak side was wide open.
Yeah, and it comes at an unusual time because the Blackhawks' power play, rather their penalty kill, had been very good on this road trip. Let's talk about the Hawks' goal. Andreas Athanasiou, again, part of that third line that we've been talking about, but it was a great keep-in by Isaac Phillips that helped set up the goal. Go ahead and say what you want about that goal, but I also want to hear just your thoughts on Isaac Phillips overall since coming up to the NHL this year.
Yeah, I mean, he should get a second assist, right, on that goal?
Oh, yes.
Yeah, so he gets his first assist and maybe his first point so far, and very deserving of it. I was talking to Luke Richardson about him yesterday and asked what he thought, and not only does he do very well to constructive criticism, but he's been really easy to work with. Kevin Dean works with a lot of the defensemen, pulling clips, watching film, and they've been really pleasantly, not surprised, but impressed with just his ability to watch film and make the adjustments the next night. And he's made some good physical plays on the puck. He's using that 6'3", 205 build like he's talked about, and you can see the confidence that he's mentioned having, feeling like he really belongs in the NHL all over the ice. So what a keep-in by him to hold the blue line, keep the puck in, and that's his goal, really. So huge job by him, 21 years old, and a fifth-round pick. He's starting to look really promising for the Blackhawks. If you're a Hawks fan, I certainly would keep an eye on him.
Yeah, the assist that he picks up is his first career NHL point, so congratulations to him, and hopefully the first of many. But what I liked about it the most is that he didn't make that play to get the assist. He made that play to keep the puck in the Blue Jackets zone, and then Athanasiou was just able to cash in on it. This is a 1-1 tie, too, because of Alex Stalock's performance in this contest, denying Roslovic, denying Johnny Gaudreau, and just another example of how lucky the Blackhawks are with their goaltending. I guess you can use the term depth, even though it's been depleted a few times this year, but it's just another example of anybody stepping in between those pipes shows up for that game.
Absolutely. It's been a bit of a carousel this season with Soderblom, Stalock, Mrazek, and I mean, I still look at Mrazek's workload against Carolina the first game out of the holiday break at 49 saves, and he said he felt great. And, for the majority of the second and third period against Carolina, a lot of those shots did come from the perimeter. That's sort of Carolina's MO. They just throw everything on net. But Mrazek and then Stalock, this duo has been great. Stalock having 2 exceptional games, having not played since November 1st, I thought was really impressive, and I just love his personality off the ice. I think he just, without trying to be funny, he seems to just always be cracking jokes and somebody that guys just want to be around. So the goaltending tandem here has been exceptional, considering that was one of the biggest storylines going into the season is there going to be a good enough tandem for this rebuild, but also how big are the Blackhawks, defense problems where Marc-Andre Fleury covered a lot of it last season.
Right. Yeah, and Stalock definitely the social butterfly in the dressing room. Real quick, Kaylee, this is an interesting year for the Columbus Blue Jackets. I mean, they pick up Johnny Hockey during the offseason, clearly haven't gotten off to the start that they'd like to as we're nearing the halfway point of the NHL season. Are you able to pinpoint at all what's going wrong with the Blue Jackets this year?
Without having watched watched them too closely. It's hard to say, but I just think they don't have a whole lot of talent. But one of the biggest things I noticed just in trying to keep up with them is just the man games lost. And they're right up there with Washington as far as key players to their lineup that are injured. They lost Boone Jenner right before they played the Blackhawks last, and he's one of their most important players, not just their captain, but face-offs, penalty kill, goal scoring. I mean, you name it, he's leading in every category pretty much for them. So they have that going against them. Their goaltending hasn't been where they want it to be. At one point, they had one of their 8 rookies, Tarasov, in net, and that's not going to help you win games either when you're not getting good goaltending and you're not getting the right defense in front. So they allow a lot of goals, and they just have deficits and not a lot of depth in too many areas of their game.
Yeah, you're right. We did see a goaltending change mid-game the last time these two teams matched up at the United Center. All right, great stuff as always, Kaylee. We'll talk to you after the second.
Sounds good, Joe. Looking forward to it.
That's Kaylee Chelios and John Weineman with the call out at the Nationwide Arena in Columbus. It's a 1-1 tie. We'll have the second period up next for you. You're listening to Blackhawks Hockey on 720 WGN.
The Blackhawks, Wildcats, and the NFL play here on AM 720. On smart speakers, say play WGN Chicago. At Alta Equipment, they know uptime matters, so they've partnered with Volvo, Kubota, New Holland, and more to provide the Chicagoland area with industry-leading service and construction project support. Alta Equipment Company services all makes and models, and their technicians are available 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. And with one of the largest rental fleets in Illinois, there's nothing your job site can throw at you that they can't handle. With locations in Orland Park, Spring Grove, and South Elgin, Alta Equipment, uptime matters.
Introducing new Bud Light Seltzer Hard Soda. Classic Cola, Cherry Cola, Citrus Soda, and Orange Soda. You hear that? It's seltzer with the pop of soda. All with zero sugar. Bud Light Seltzer Hard Soda, the loudest flavors ever. Enjoy responsibly. Anheuser-Busch Bud Light Seltzer Hard Soda. IRC Beers, St. Louis, Missouri.
Finally, a car that makes life easier. Chevy Malibu. Simplicity and safety. Roomy and a comfortable ride. Plenty of space for the whole posse. Chevy Malibu comes with safety features like forward collision alert and automatic braking, plus pedestrian braking. One less worry for me. And with Apple CarPlay or Android Auto, it lets me program my playlist and DJ for the day. Plus, with an available Wi-Fi hotspot, Malibu keeps me socially connected. And wireless smartphone charging guarantees I'm never out of touch. Right now, use your Chevy Red Tag Bonus Cash to get $1,000 total cash allowance on a Chevy Malibu. With 35 mpg on the highway, you'll save money coming and going. And keep your Chevy running right with a winter service checkup at your local Chevy dealer. With factory-trained technicians and GM-certified parts, they can save you time, money, and get the job done right the first time. Go to ChevyDriveChicago.com for details and check out a Chevy Malibu. It's rated 4 stars by Kelley Blue Book. Chevy Malibu, built to help you roll like a rock star.
The second period is next. Here for a recap is Joe Brand.
A 1-1 tie through 20 minutes in Columbus, but you can chalk it up as a good road first period for the Blackhawks. They got a goal from Andreas Athanasiou to start the scoring. Just the 7th time this year that the Blackhawks have scored first. Later on, a power play goal by Emil Bemstrom tied things up, but we've seen great saves from Alex Stalock, 13 of them to be exact, and Caleb Jones leading all Blackhawks skaters with 3 shots on goal. As we get ready for the second period with John Weineman and Kaylee Chelios, one quick note, Blackhawks are 4-0-2 when scoring first, trying to make it 5-0-2 today in Columbus.
All right, Joe, thank you very much. 1-1 as we enter play here in the second period. Blue Jackets scored late in the period on the power play. And the Blackhawks will try and do something about that. This second period here, they start the line of Sam Lafferty along with Jason Dickinson and Andreas Athanasiou, the Hawks goal scorer. Period number 1. Kind of a festive mood here, carnival-like atmosphere, so to speak. Kaylee, I know that's an old line, but here in Columbus, people are right into the New Year's spirit. Not bad.
It's a great turnout for a matinee New Year's Eve game, and 2 teams that both in a rebuild, really. It's a really good fan base here.
Yeah, really is. And you know what else? I mean, this is This is a game where a lot of people could have just stayed home because Ohio State, anybody that knows anything about Columbus, Ohio, knows that Ohio State runs everything, and everything else comes second.
Yeah, it's a religion here
Yeah.
to be an Ohio State fan. And a lot of people coming in, too, to the city, even Columbus, to watch the game with friends and family.
Now in behind the Hawk net, Carson Meyer battling with the Hawks' Seth Jones. Jones works the puck free into the far corner to Andreas Athanasiou. He pokes it up the boards. Oh, and Goodbranson fired a shot, and that hit Cole Sillinger in the foot. Here's got Athanasiou down on his right wing into the Blue Jacket zone, and he spins it in front of the net. It hit the stick of the goaltender Corpusalo and goes away. But we're going to get a penalty called here to the Blue Jackets.
Yeah, it was a wide-open net. Jason Dickinson nearly had a rebound, but Goodbranson all up in his hands, too. It could have been two on the play, actually. It happens on the initial rush up the ice, actually. It's Athanasiou who draws the hooking. He just gets his stick right up into the hands last second. Now the Hawks with another big opportunity on the power play.
Another situation where Athanasiou's speed factored into that penalty call. Here's Seth Jones in the high slot, Columbus zone. Passing over to Domi, top of the right circle, back to Jones. To Kane, top of the left circle. To Radish at the bottom of the left circle. He tried to pass it up the slot, picked off by the Jackets. And they may get a short-handed chance here. Seth Jones battling with Liam Foudy. Foudy went down on the play. Seth Jones wrenches the puck away. Got it ahead, Taylor Radish over the Blue Jacket line to Patrick Kane, right circle. To Max Domi, put it over to Seth Jones. A one-timer, just save made by Corpusalo. Nyquist tried to stab the puck out of the zone, kept in by the Hawks. Taves to Kane, right circle now, holding. He'll carry away to the boards, chased by Gavrikov. And he put it down the boards, but right to Nyquist, and the Blue Jacket forward will clear it all the way down.
Oh, it was a really good play all the way from the goal line up top to Kane, but Gavrikov, just his aggressiveness on Kane, takes away that shot and forces the turnover, and the Hawks will have to regroup in their own defensive zone. Jones with the puck.
Gavrikov has been a very solid defenseman for the Blue Jackets in the last few years. I think they're pretty high on him, keep him around for an extended period of time. He's played well for them. Puck is cleared all the way down the ice by Gavrikov. Back in behind the Hawk net, Caleb Jones passing it ahead to Philip Kurashev at center ice. He'll flip it over the Blue Jacket line down the right wing, and then he jostles Goodbranson, who goes down to the ice. But the puck is cleared away by Sillinger up the near boards and down. Stay locked out of the Hawk net, leaves it for Tyler Johnson between the circles. To Caleb Jones, now to Andreas Athanasiou, carrying through center ice and over the Blue Jacket line down the right wing. He was hooked up on the play, and a penalty is going to be called here.
Again, back-to-back penalties drawn by Athanasiou. Just the speed. They're looking for the drop pass, but he doesn't need to because he's cutting up the ice all alone, knifing through three different Columbus players on his way to the net.
Hooking is the call. And it's going to be Vladislav Gavrikov. And this puts the Blue Jackets right back into the penalty kill situation.
One of those scary plays, too, for both Athanasiou and the goaltender. When you hook somebody coming in with that much speed, you have a little bit of fear that it'll go flying into the goaltender, but Athanasiou does a good enough job at turning his body and trying to use the net to fall gracefully.
Just as Emil Bemstrom was relinquished from the penalty box, the Blue Jackets will be serving another two. I'm not sure what the delay is here with the officials. So one of the referees is down in front of the door that leads to the Blackhawk penalty box, and he might be, I'm guessing, this is just a guess, might be checking to see. Well, I'm not even going to hazard it. I'm not even going to finish that statement, Kaylee. I just
Hard to get inside the mind of the officials when they're really not making any signs with their hands or any indication to the coaches of what's going on right now. So it must be a technical issue if I had to guess, just based on how long they're waiting and looking at each other.
And I completely missed the countdown.
the linesman
completely missed the countdown. I'll just take this sample of the countdown. Well, that's okay. All right. Now back to this. Oh. All right. So let's see. Georgia has not released their schedule. And now it's 2-1. Two to 1 Blue Jackets. Only 4 minutes into the period, and it's 2-1 Blue Jackets. Until otherwise announced. Yeah, test schedules will be the same for all months. Okay, let's go to the next region. So now it's Kabul or wherever that place is. So let's see. That schedule is as of 22. Now the calendar doesn't want to come up. The calendar doesn't want to come up now. Oh, finally. So it falls on the first. So it falls on the third Wednesday. So Georgia falls on the third Wednesday of the month, which in this case will be the 18th at 10:45 a.m. And I'm actually going back in time a little bit to previous New Year's Eve ball drops in New York City that were broadcast on ABC. Dick Clark. There we go. Indiana has their schedule. Of the brand new year, 1976. Happy New Year's Rockin' Eve! Pretty much going back in time, seeing how the New Year's Eve, how the New Year's celebration in New York has evolved over the years. From when it started in 1908. In fact, this is going to be the 51st year of Dick Clark's New Year's Rockin' Eve on ABC. Except it's not Dick Clark anymore, it's now Ryan Seacrest. I wonder what happened to Dick Clark. I wonder what happened with Dick Clark. Did he pass away? I think so. New Year's Day. Yep, I see it. I just showed it, yeah. So there we go. Indiana has their schedule. Alright, so as of right now, these are the only areas whose schedules are not yet released. I want to see, let's see, California Regional. Yeah, I think, you know what, yeah, we can go back on previous, yeah, we can go back on Global EAS and look at the previous year's details and determine their times at that point. That's what we can do. That is great. I really like the way this is all said. 2, 1, and happy 1979! You know, personally, I seem to like the, I actually seem to like the way the announcers are, how they're saying Happy New Year. 1981. Oh, I have to go to the Google Calendar on my website. That's right. Tampa goes on the second Wednesday of the month. Yeah, Tampa goes on the second Wednesday. So these will be the exact same patterns. Yeah, that's how far back these go. Yeah, that's how far all these go back. All these New Year's Rocket Eve celebrations, that's how far back all these go. They all go back. In fact, I found one that goes back as far as 1953. Yeah, there was a New Year's celebration broadcast on ABC that I found that actually goes as far back as 1953. There's like so many of these New Year's Eve celebration compilations. Pretty much it's like every ball drop. Like the moment ABC captures the ball drop in New York. That's how far back all these go. And in fact, even Y2K is in here. Even the year Y2K. And no, it's not the Y2K computer bug.
face, no question.
1999.
We're going to have to wait for the officials to take a look at the replay and decide. But Jake McCabe knocks in a
And then another favorite of mine, the year 2000. Well, pretty much it's the way the announcers. It's pretty much the way the announcer says. Pretty much the way the announcer says it. Happy 2000. Yeah, that's how far back all this goes. Wow. All right, let's see. Alabama, I think, goes on that Thursday. Don't they? Let's start at the top and we'll go from there. Yeah, they go on the second Thursday. This will be a daytime test, so it'll be 11:15 a.m. So Alabama goes on the second Thursday of the month at 11:15. And I am going to try for the Wisconsin Public Radio Weekly. So let's see. Alright, we got Alabama in there. Billings, I assume, is totally random, so we're going to skip that. Let's see. Binghamton usually goes on the third Wednesday. Yeah, Binghamton usually tests on the third Wednesday of the month. Binghamton usually goes on the third Wednesday of the month. It'll be at 12:15. Alright. Let's finish up the Eastern Seaboard. Yeah, I usually don't do ones that are considered inconsistent. Those are the ones I usually skip. I usually skip areas that are inconsistent. Long Island, I believe, goes on the second Thursday because this will be a daytime test. It'll be at 9:45 a.m. We should be done with all this by midnight. By midnight tonight, we should have it all set and done. I mean, I've already assumed my state's pattern, so yeah, on Tuesday we get to do another live Illinois statewide RMT live stream, and hopefully we won't have another mishap like we had back in July. I just hope. But right now, let's start right now with the East Coast. Louisiana, I believe, is on that second Monday. Yeah, Louisiana runs their monthly on the second Monday of the month. Yeah, Louisiana usually goes on the second Monday of the month, which in next month's case will be on the 9th. I think I remember that their times are like random or something. Or do they follow a pattern? Let's go back to the beginning of January of last month. I'm just going to take a time and assume it. Because I honestly have no idea how this schedule is followed. So I am just going to take an assumption That will happen at 10. You know what? For right now, I'm going to set it right now for just Monday. Because I have honestly no idea as to when they will do it. Because no official time has been released. So, for right now, I'm going to set Louisiana to the entire day. Mid-Hudson fluctuates. Let's go to January. So I guess on odd months they'll test on the second Monday. So, Mid-Hudson Valley Winter Storm Watch, yeah. Okay, so now Mid-Hudson Valley actually switches between different days. Well, in terms of their monthly test schedules, I can see. So, I guess on even months, like on odd months, they'll test at 9:06 a.m. on Sunday, but on even months, they'll do it at 11. They'll do it at 11:06 p.m. on the first Wednesday of the month. Now, we are waiting for statewide tornado drill announcements. Now let's see if any drills for 2023 have been announced as of yet. From what I've checked, I believe I heard Minnesota's schedule has already been released. I've heard Minnesota's tornado drill schedule has already been released. I am going to be checking this page every so often and making the necessary additions and changes so I can get these too, so. Just Jewel. Let's see, next let's do Lower Hudson. I guess it follows a similar pattern too, except since it's in January, it actually, I believe, will fall on the third Sunday of the month. I don't know if it'll happen on the second Sunday or the third Sunday. I don't honestly have no idea as to what will happen. Anyway, we are coming down now to the next country or part of the world to ring in a brand new year. So this is Kabul right now. Australia has already rung in the new year. London will be ringing in their new year. London will be doing their New Year's celebration later this evening, and in fact, just like last year, the BBC will actually be live streaming the New Year's celebration with a spectacular light show and fireworks display. It's gonna be quite a spectacular event. And Happy New Year to Kabul, or if that's how it's pronounced. But anyway, Happy New Year, 2023. Now, if you saw my community post, you'll see that I actually decided to merge. This is the thing we're doing for the first time ever. We're merging the New Year's countdowns and the Saturday and Sunday test all together into a single compilation. We're merging it all together. Anyway, Dubai will be up next. Home of the world-famous Burj Khalifa, the tallest building on the planet. Well, I don't know if it's the tallest building on Earth, but maybe. All right, what were we doing? Lower Hudson? Yeah. I'm gonna assume it's at 10. I'm going to assume it's going to happen at 10 on the third Sunday. I'm going to assume that because right now a lot of areas have not yet released their schedule.
A lot of Michigan fans are disappointed in their outcome in the championship for sure, and a great chance by Kent.
Because right now a lot of areas have not yet released their schedule. All right, Lower Hudson is done. Let's do Maine. Now again, I don't know exactly for sure, but I'm making assumptions. Let's see if I can find it here. Let's see. Tuesday the 18th is Maine. Let me go back to 2021, see if the... Oh yeah, the time is the same. Okay, so Maine, I'm referring to previous schedules, will go on the third Tuesday, so third Tuesday at 10:25 a.m. This is going to be, well, this is going to be great. This is going to be during my viewing of Classic Concentration and, well, you know, all that good stuff. Shenandoah Valley, for some reason, is on here. Alright. Alright. Let's look for New Mexico. Well, we'll do that later. North Carolina. Why don't we... Let's start with January. 1 p.m. We'll go back to January of last year. Yeah, it'll be on the first... So, North Carolina's test will be on the first Tuesday, on the first Thursday of the month at noon. Open to new users in Illinois. Alright, these are the only monthlies that we have left. I'm looking at... So, what I'm actually doing here is I'm looking back... Andrew, we're going to do that later. Okay? We'll do that... We're going to do that in an hour. Because of course, we're going to watch... As of course, you know, we're going to watch Dimitri celebrate... We're going to watch Dimitri celebrate 2023. Because if we go to here... Oh, that's the wrong time zone. Huh. Why have we sent them back to the first time zone?
Just put together a couple of shifts back to back with Connor Murphy active on.
There we go. All right. Dimitri, this is your countdown. All right, so Dimitri, this is your countdown to this is how much time Russia has left until 2023. As of right now, it is, I believe, 10... I think it's like 10... Yeah, it is right now 10:35 p.m. in Russia. It is 10:35 p.m. Moscow time. And then if we go back to the other time zone, this is... this one has like less than an hour left because this one is going to ring. So right now we're going to watch Dubai. They're going to ring in the new year. And gee, I have to say, I don't know if we're going to be able to find a stream for Dubai's celebration because I heard the Burj Khalifa, because every new year fireworks are launched from the side of the Burj Khalifa, which is exactly what happened with Paris's Eiffel Tower when they rang in the year 2000. And this is something else I need to start doing, the Madison County IPAWS test. Well, that will actually be brand new for 2023. The WMLS test is brand new for next year. Some other things will be new. All right, let me see. North Dakota, I think, tends to fall on the first Wednesday at 2 p.m. So, assuming that's the case, I did get it correct. Yeah, I can just look back at previous schedules, so then I can take an assumption. Rhode Island is inconsistent, so that will be skipped. South Carolina is random, so actually I don't know how random it is. 12:40 p.m. on that Saturday. I think they follow a pattern.
They were ready for a full split almost at the blue line, trying to stay on sides for that.
Oh yeah, this is the time when Virginia was still doing regional tests, but now they do it statewide. Okay. I don't know South Carolina's schedule. Okay, so if anybody finds any new automated tests, tell me and I will confirm it. In fact, I might actually either do it in a community post or I'll just start up another Google form, because I actually do plan on, because I know I didn't make the announcement video, but I actually do plan on phasing out request forms on my website, and I'll be just limiting it to just the automated tests. So if any new automated tests are identified, so 2-minute penalty. Alright. Right now, South Carolina does not have their schedule. I think it's random. Let me go back to January 2021. So, I wonder how they started. How did they do it? I think they tend to do it at the end of the month. Yeah, I think by this point, South Carolina's monthly was not released. So, I'm just going to assume that South Carolina is random for the moment. But again, as new information as new details are released, I will make those necessary changes. But right now, we're getting a lot of the schedules in, so we should be all set to go for 2023 once we bring in the new year. And the last area we have is Rochester, and I think I know their pattern. Yeah, they go on the second Thursday of the month. Yeah, they do it on the second Thursday. So Rochester will test on the second Thursday of the month. It'll be at 8:50 a.m. So, other than South Carolina, we're done with the, now let's do the Western U.S. First one we need is, I'm going in order here, Fresno. I think it goes on the second Tuesday. Yeah, they go on the second Tuesday of the month. So, So I'll name this one. I'll call this one Fresno/Kern. It'll be on the second Tuesday of the month. And it will be at 12:10 because all these are in Eastern. And now it's 3-1 Blue Jackets. It is now 3-1 Blue Jackets. With only 3 seconds remaining. With only 3 seconds remaining in period number 2. They had the opportunity to tie it again. So now the Blue Jackets are leading 3-1 again with only 3 seconds left. And there we go, a very quick finish to period number 2 of play. Alright, time for another intermission. It is time now for another intermission. The Blackhawks are trailing right now, 3-1 against the Blue Jackets after that goal. After that goal with only 3 seconds to go in the period. Yeah, we were within the last minute of the period. Wow. All right. We have Fresno. LA, I believe, falls on the last Tuesday of the month. Yeah, I think LA. Yeah, LA falls on the last Tuesday of the month. Well, we will find out. We will find out. But so far, I don't think that's for what's going on right now. I don't think that's going to happen.
I'm Robin, and that was my reality. But I trusted my team at Northwestern Medicine. My oncologist, orthopedic surgeon, and high-risk obstetrician, who collaborated.
It's because the Blue Jackets scored with only 3 seconds left in the second period, yeah, and they're right now trailing 3-1 against the Blue Jackets. Makes you better. Northwestern Medicine. Oh yes. You know, I truly missed those Chicago commercials during that Florida vacation. I totally I missed them. Anyway, let's continue. Okay, what's next? New Mexico. I think they fall on the second Wednesday.
2022 was anything but uneventful. John Williams here. The start of a new year reminds us about all of the things we need to do.
That's weird. They go from Thursday to Wednesday. Yeah, it was terrible. 30 below zero wind chills. You know, personally, I am glad I left for Florida just before the temperature started to plummet that bad. And had we lost power, had I lost power back here in Chicago, if I had lost power during those wind chills, oh God, I would be shivering till I'd freeze. But yeah, I did because I left for Florida just before the winter storm arrived. But while it did actually get cold in Florida, it actually wasn't that cold at all. It only got down to like 30 degrees each night. And I heard Tampa was even put under a hard freeze warning. But, you know, I don't think the winter in Florida that we went through was as bad as here. So, I'm very happy I got out just in time before the winter storm arrived. And if I had waited... So let's see. I think New Mexico's time is... I want to go back to January because I think they follow a similar pattern. As I think New Mexico follows a pattern. Yeah, they follow a similar pattern. So it'll be, I assume, 8 a.m. Let me go back to January of last year. I wonder what this, because it's going to be an odd year, I think it'll be at 10 a.m. on the first Monday. So, which I am going in the summer. Well, we landed in Orlando, and then we went to Palm Bay. Well, pretty much I stayed in Palm Bay, which is south of Melbourne. That's really where I stayed at, so... Yeah, really, that's really where I stayed at. Although we actually did visit Orlando quite frequently throughout the trip.
Again, that is the reason why the Blackhawks and Blue Jackets are playing this afternoon, as that game will take off most of the viewing in Columbus, Ohio. And over to the NBA,
The Peach Bowl. That's why they're doing this at noon.
at 7 o'clock. Meanwhile, the Nationwide Arena, it's 3-1 Columbus. The Blue Jackets scoring 3 unanswered goals after the Blackhawks struck first in the first period. 2 of those goals coming in the second period.
But as of right now, I believe that's the schedule for New Mexico. But again, as any schedules change, I will make those additions or changes as necessary. Remember Naples, Florida. I'll stay. You know, personally, I would have stayed in Palm Bay too for a longer time. And then I would come back here in the summer. Personally, that's what I think I would do on my own time, but but yeah. So let's see, we have a few more regions. We need Orange County now. I assume they fall on the first Monday.
You'd think they host WGN radio listener reunions. Their office is filled with patients, listeners like you, who are thrilled to have a dentist who does great work at a terrifically low...
Well, because this is going to be a daytime test.
At ease. This is John Williams, and Main Street Smiles on Main Street in Barrington is where I go. They know you've put this off for a while. Their introductory offer for you, the new patient, is a teeth cleaning, a fluoride treatment, and full set of x-rays for $79. If you'd like to...
Oh yeah, let's see. According to the schedule, it looks like Orange falls on the third Thursday. Third Thursday. Yeah, it looks to fluctuate. Okay, so yeah, it looks like to fluctuate. So it falls on the third Thursday of the month. Okay, that was a very quick Victory Auto Records commercial. Very quick. Riverside is next on our list. Anaheim Ducks stuff. Merch for the Anaheim Ducks. Huh. Yeah, I suppose Andrew Darnold's mom is a fan of the Ducks. Riverside falls on the first Wednesday of the month, so it'll be at 10 a.m. So it'll be...
To Columbus's credit, they were doing a nice job at playing really aggressive and capitalizing and being opportunistic. When the Hawks turned the puck over in the offensive zone, they came right back the other way, and there was just some defensive breakdown.
Now, once again, if any changes are made, or once the global weather calendar is fully updated, once it's fully updated, then I will actually make the necessary changes. But for now, for right now, I am assuming based on patterns. So Sacramento.
Yeah, it just kind of seems like when it rains, it pours, because that third power play in the second period looked pretty good for the Hawks. They had a lot of good puck movement, a couple of really good chances, but just couldn't quite get it past. And then a coughed up puck at
So
Columbus's blue line is
I believe Sacramento will fall on the...
Is there anything that the Hawks can tweak on their power play? I know the third one looked good, but is there anything they can do a little bit differently to spark even just a little bit more momentum?
That last power play they had was probably their best.
So I assume it falls on the first Monday.
So I think it's just a confidence issue, and right now when it's not going in for the
At 11:50 a.m.
I think there's just too much hesitation.
I'm getting the monthly tests ready for the new year. Remember that year, the year 2000. Alright. So that, I think, is Sacramento, and I believe San Francisco falls on the second Tuesday. Yeah, they fall on the second Tuesday. This will be a daytime test, so it goes at 12:50. That's a winter weather advisory.
Yeah, why not? He's been tremendous, and
yeah, second Tuesday of the month, 12:50 p.m. This is a daytime test. 2000 was the beginning of the downfall. Well, yeah, because many feared, because that year many feared the so-called Y2K computer bug. They feared the Y2K computer bug, but at least computer manufacturers had a lot of time to get the bug patched. And then after the bug was patched, then everything went fine, ringing in the new millennium. Although only one region lost power for a few moments, but everywhere else, it went totally fine. And then San Luis Obispo falls on the first. What I mean by fine was that there was no problems with infrastructure, but actually everything. Well, I would say that's if that Y2K thing was never patched. So 12:45 p.m. I'm assuming is San Luis Obispo.
I'm not sure. I heard the cannon is up top here somewhere, and I have no idea where it is, but it isn't pointed. I
I mean, I know they don't actually shoot off cannonballs, but
I'm not worried about getting hit, if that's okay.
I know.
Yeah, that's yeah, they're talking about right now they're talking about the cannon at the Nationwide Arena where we're at right now. We're playing against the Blue Jackets, if you remember. Yeah, Columbus's goal horn usually is followed by a cannon, followed by the firing of a cannon.
8 seconds too long. That was awful.
Well, hopefully no more cannonballs in the third period, but just in case.
Well, mainly it's just a cannon with a pyrotechnic inside of it. It probably just has a pyrotechnic to 60% of the race. Well, I mean, I was never born in the year 2000, so
Introducing new Bud Light
Idaho plus Inland Northwest.
Cherry Cola, citrus soda, and orange soda. You're not? It's seltzer with the pop of soda. All with
Alright, we have 4 areas left. Let's see, Shasta.
flavors ever.
Shasta falls on the second Wednesday.
Light seltzer orange soda, IRC Beers, St. Louis, Missouri.
Yeah, Shasta falls on the... Does it? Yeah, I think... Yeah, it falls on the... It actually falls on the third Wednesday in some cases.
They have the digital stuff you need, but even better, I can get my banker on the phone quick. Plus, they really give back in the neighborhood.
Yeah, it falls on the third Wednesday of the month. I'm gonna say it falls on the third Wednesday of the month.
Welcome back to Ask Hassles. I'm Weston. What's your question?
I'm Weston. What's your question? I like that.
With 60 months interest-free financing.
I have lagged now. Oh wait, that's December the 18th
Certainly did.
at 11:50 a.m. However, I'll actually round it down to 11:20 because they tend to do it early.
And a $300 MasterCard gift card.
However, I'll actually round it down to 11:20 because
That's what I said. Plus free next day delivery
and yeah, last night I've been having a little fun slowing down the New Year countdown. I've been having a little fun slowing that down. Slowing down the year 2000. Alright, it is just about time, so we're going to pause once again. I'm gonna see if I can find a live stream. Let's see. See if I can find a live stream. See if I can find a stream for it.
The second period started off like it was going to be pretty favorable for the Blackhawks on a Gudbranson penalty. The Hawks go on the power.
Okay, I found a live stream.
Not only that, Columbus picking up a shorthanded goal. Gustav Nyquist picking up his 6th career shorthanded goal.
I found a live stream of the New Year's celebration there. Okay, it's coming. Happy New Year in Dubai. That's the fireworks show.
They trailed 3-1 to being outshot 29-14, but there's still 20 minutes left over at the Nationwide Arena. Let's head on over there and give the final 20 minutes of the 2022 calendar year to John Weideman and Kaylee Chelios.
All right, thank you very much.
Yep. Happy New Year to you and yours in Dubai. If anybody's watching us from Dubai.
They are leading the pack 24-17. And to me, Kaylee, that says
Now, I think the New Year's celebration kind of has already begun.
I think they enhanced their opportunity to at least tie this game.
I think just minimizing the turnovers in the offensive zone. A couple times it led to goals going back the other way, just not backtracking through the neutral zone.
Yeah, it looks like looks like the countdown was cut off. Yeah, it looks like the countdown was cut off, but there you go. That's the... I don't want to show too much of it. But yeah, that is a fireworks display and water show at a fireworks and water fountain spectacular at the Burj Khalifa in Dubai, as they now are in a brand new year. There's also a secondary fireworks show. I don't know where that's taking place. It could be taking place at one of the Palm Islands that I actually saw a video about. If you remember Bright Sun Films' abandoned, canceled, or bankrupt series, you'll know that he actually goes further in depth on these things that have either been canceled, abandoned, or companies that have went bankrupt. Which all I find is very interesting. I find these to be very interesting and informative, too. And about a few months ago, he actually released the story of the Palm Islands mega project off the coast of Dubai. It was supposed to be only one of the Palm Islands were constructed, the others were canceled and left abandoned. I'm not going to go too much in depth on the story, and I'm not going to show the entirety of the New Year's celebration either, but we're just gonna sit back and enjoy it. I'm just gonna sit back and enjoy the show. And I wonder how long this whole thing lasts. If it lasts like 15 minutes at a time. But man, this whole thing lasts quite a while. The whole thing lasts quite a while. And of course, I'll be watching the New Year's celebration in London.
Takes a pass, top of the left circle, Hawk zone, and fires a shot. This deflects off the glass and up into the netting. You get a whistle stopping play. A face-off will ensue in the circle to Stalock's right. 3-1 Columbus.
I don't know if those are... I don't know if that's right, just sour balloons or light drones. Or those drones used for one of those light shows nearby.
Jackets end up taking the puck back. Ken Johnson crossing the Hawk line, and for the left point, a long shot. Turned out of there by Stalock with the chest. Here's Kurashev the other way to center ice. To Tyler Johnson to Kurashev over the Columbus line. Firing it from the left wing side. Kicked out of there by Corpusalo. The other way, Roslovic to center ice. Accidentally tosses the puck up to the line.
And that was the finale. The other fireworks show had actually ended too. So if anybody's watching us from Dubai, the United Arab Emirates, from our family to yours here in Chicagoland, we wish you a happy new year if you're in 2023 already. So, and they are playing the entire show again on replay, so. Now I see somebody else is already doing.
Put it into the Hawk blue line and then throw it out, and then the Jackets get the puck. And Tim Bernie will fire from the right circle. And I believe that is down in the corner for Jason Dickinson. And now we get some pushing and shoving going on. Luckily, Taylor Radish. Linesman jumped in. Olivier in the middle of that. Big surprise.
Yeah, Taylor Radish actually hopped over Sean Corrali, and I think
And I see
maybe taking the win.
and I see they are some Asian channel is showing the
He looks to be okay on the
Burj Khalifa show.
puck underneath him. He has no idea where it is,
And Fox 35 even released the entire New Year's celebration in Sydney that happened earlier this morning. It happened earlier this morning in Central Time. And I can tell the entire show, the fireworks display in Sydney, yeah, that's a pretty big celebration. The fireworks for that celebration are launched from barges, the Harbor Bridge, the Opera House, and some other coastal port. I don't know what. Did I just see they were launching it off of buildings? It looks like they were launching it off of buildings too. Yeah, they were launching some off a few buildings too. Sydney's New Year's party just got bigger and better than ever. And it gets better and better with every new year. Can't wait to see what New Year's 2024 will be like there, but yeah, I don't want to play the entire show, but Moscow and Greece are less than a minute away. And I see somebody was live streaming the countdown.
Take the puck back to center ice, but he turns it over there. Reese Johnson for the Hawks will take the puck and fire it down the boards into the Jacket zone. This circles the net and ends up sliding up the far side. Marchenko will stick the puck.
There was a channel that actually live streamed the entire thing from start to finish.
He spins it down the boards in behind the net. Puck comes around and out to center ice. And the Jackets get it back and give it back.
It live streamed the entire thing from start to finish.
The Blue Jacket blue line. He'll spin it down in behind the net. Corpusalo will play it away to the far corner. Kachuk has the puck. Lost it there. But he got it back. Kachuk passing top of the right circle of Blackwell. This bounces off the stick blade. And the puck is pushed down ice into the Hawk zone by Bemstrom. Now back into the Columbus zone. Bjork behind his net. Take the puck and put it around up the right wing side to Sillinger. Here's Sillinger now carrying out to center ice and dumping the puck down into the left wing corner Hawk zone. Bounces behind the net. Stalock will pass it ahead now to Tyler Johnson at center ice. He'll fire it down the boards into the Jacket zone. Puck rides around behind the net and up the near side to Liam Foudy. He'll dump the puck into the right wing corner Hawk zone. It's taken back by Jake McKay. Passing up the left wing, now Tyler Johnson turned it over. Olivier took the puck in the high slot.
So yeah, from the show in Dubai, we only saw, the Telegraph only captured missed the opening act of the celebration, pretty much the countdown and the starting fireworks. Alright, we're now in the third period of play, so let's continue on with the monthlies. Let's get that schedule finished. We're almost done. We're almost done. We only have 3 regions to go. We only got to do 3 more. Santa Barbara, I think, falls on the 1st. Yeah, Ventura falls on the 1st Tuesday of the month. It'll be, because this is going to be a daytime test, it'll be at 12:30. I'm not including New Year's fireworks shows. I'm only including... Alright, Ventura, Santa Barbara. I'm assuming that falls on the 1st Tuesday as well. Oh, wow. All right. The only monthly left is Southern Idaho. 1:20 on the 2nd Wednesday.
We know it tastes so good you might forget, but please don't, especially during your Zoom calls. Truly Punch, our biggest flavor yet.
All right. Southern Idaho is the last area that we need. 1:20 on the 2nd.
From the kitchen, step out of your comfort zone and into Puttery's immersive ski lodge or library of mini golf courses. And there's no kids at play here. Puttery Chicago is 21 and up only. Now open in Fulton Market at 932 West Randolph. Reservations encouraged. Walk-ins welcome. Learn more at Puttery.com. Puttery, go off course.
Hey Hawks fans, this is Andreas. Happy to see you. Let's get back to action. Now back to the game.
All right. We got the schedule in for 2023. We are all good to go. Now I'm actually going to put in the Wisconsin radio test schedule.
Not possibly an interference call against Isaac Phillips, but you have to respect using that big body and not using your stick to make the play at least, because he's done a lot of that in the last couple of games that he's been in. Really impressive defensively.
Sure has. And he was going against Johnny Gaudreau, who's now the largest hockey player in the National Hockey League. That's being kind. But, Isaac made what he thought was the best play he could make, and it was all legit. In the left wing corner of the Columbus zone, Taylor Radish.
So, something new this year. We're going to try the Wisconsin Public Radio weekly test. This is something new we're trying. And then the final one is January 23rd at 10:59 a.m. All right. Okay, that is it. The entire schedule is done. Alright, Tehran is about to ring in the new year.
Just like this year, he had to fight injuries last year as well. But nothing like what's happened to the Blue Jackets this year as far as injuries are concerned. And they're without Patrick Line.
Let me switch it over to the correct time zone.
So if that team gets healthy, I think it's possible they could go on a decent run. Max Domi into the Columbus zone, left wing side. Tried to toe drag the puck through the legs of Corrali, could not. Corrali shut the door.
There we go. Alright, Tehran will be next.
Take it back Olivier, and he'll backhand it down to the hot blue line. Patrick Kane there. Put it over on the left wing side of center ice to Kalo Jones. He'll fling it down the glass and in behind the Columbus net. Spanks into the near corner. Marcus Bjork's got the puck there, and he'll wheel it behind the Columbus net. Stop and have a long look. Now Bjork steps out. Guns a pass up the left wing for Bemstrom that misses. It goes all the way down, and we're going to get icing here to Columbus. Jackets had just completed a line change, so I don't think they're going to have too many tired guys on there right now. But nonetheless, not the situation they'd be looking for. The Hawks are going to get a line change for themselves. We'll see what Luke Richardson's 5 can do with this situation.
Time isn't really a factor at the right now. 10:06 to go, but Hawks want to create some momentum for them, and a possession here in the offensive zone is key. They need to get a little bit more time spent down low, working the puck around.
Tyler Johnson in the left wing corner.
Alright.
Battling against
It'll be on April, as I heard Minnesota's already released their date, April 20th. It'll be at 1:45.
He hammers a shot that deflects off the inboards and goes wide. There's Gustav Nyquist carrying out the Jacket zone to center ice and over the hot blue
Then
line.
again at 6:45.
Backhands it in front, and a good stick in there by one of the Hawks, knocked out wide. Roslovic takes it back and then turn the puck over to Taylor Radish. He'll dump it down off the right corner boards and down behind the Columbus net.
So it's Philip Kurashev there to prevent that backdoor tap-in off the rush.
Okay.
Dangerous chance.
The monthly test schedule and the statewide tornado drills and everything else is all set to go. It is all set.
And icing is now called against Columbus.
It is all set to go.
At each other looking at the linesman as if to say, you can't be serious.
So now it's all set to go. We have all of the we have all the monthly tests ready for January, the official beginning of a new year. Now let me put in the new year countdowns and weeklies that we have so far.
Another opportunity off the face-off taser in the dot wins it cleanly.
Out to Murphy, the left point.
I'm going to mute this
Carry to the high slot and toss one in on goal. And Corpusalo goes
because
down
it's
on the
unnecessary.
stick, makes the butterfly save, holds the puck. 9:03 left in the third here. Columbus 3-1 in favor of the Blue Jackets. This is Blackhawks hockey on 720 WGN. Doesn't love Landecker.
This is a test.
Show, evening starting at 6 on WGN. Whether you're lit like a tree, baked like a sugar cookie, or flying high like Rudolph, driving under the influence of marijuana is illegal. Listen, I get it. You might need a little help from your buds to get through multiple rounds of Christmas dinner. I'm not one to judge. What's in Frosty's corn cob pipe is none of my business. Stay on the nice list and don't drive high this holiday season. It's not a game. Visit itsnotagameillinois.com to learn more.
Finally, a car that makes life easier. Chevy Malibu. Simplicity and safety. Roomy and a comfortable ride. Plenty of space for the whole posse. Chevy Malibu comes with safety features like forward collision alert and automatic
I
braking,
remember
plus
screen recording in
pedestrian
Dubai.
braking. One less worry for me. And with Apple CarPlay or Android Auto, it lets me program my playlist.
Yeah, I did, but it's taken forever.
Plus, with
That's
an
okay.
available Wi-Fi hotspot, Malibu keeps me socially connected.
All right.
Smartphone charging
So,
guarantees
all right. So there we go. We have all of the monthly tests ready for 2023.
You'll save money coming and going, and keep your Chevy running right with a winter service.
And of course, we get to bring you the first official monthly of the new year on Tuesday. I am excited.
ChevyDriveChicago.com for details, and check out a Powered by Kelly Blue Book. Chevy Malibu, built to help you roll like a rock star.
Hey, Chris Chelios here. It's time to break out the Bandito. El Bandito Yankee Tequila. So smooth, it's criminal. Break out the Bandito, baby.
The Hawks had a long talk at their blue line ahead of this faceoff coming up. McCabe and Taves talking to each other. They just had they had a play where Taves won the faceoff to McCabe and not a lot of traffic in front on Corpusalo, but 9 minutes to go and a 2-goal lead Columbus has over the Blackhawks, and they've been struggling, John, to get pucks to the net.
Yeah, they have.
But again, as dates are officially announced, I will. But I will be checking. I'll be checking that severe weather drill awareness page. I'll be checking that. I'll be checking back on that page every weekend. Starting next weekend, I'll be checking that page every so often to see if any statewide drills have been announced, and when they have been announced, and once they have been announced, I will add them, and then I will actually start getting them. But yeah. And also somebody had released their, somebody had also released a concept of what the New Year's celebration will look like in New York. Why don't we try something different with what we're going to be doing later tonight? We're going to be doing the, so Clay's countdown that he did tonight, that he's doing this year. He's doing the Nebula countdown. This year he's doing the Nebula countdown. So this year he's doing the Nebula countdown, and we're gonna do a practice run with it with Tahirian time here. And we will do it. We will do it for and we'll do it later on for Moscow. And here we go. We are a minute away in Tehran, or whatever this region is called. I'll show you the two countdowns side by side. So there's Clay's countdown on the left. And there's the time and date countdown on the right. This is the countdown we're going to use. This again right here is the countdown we're going to use tonight for our New Year's celebration. The music in this thing I like. I really like the music in here. Alright, here we go. We're coming up on 10 seconds. And Happy New Year to Tehran. Happy New Year, Tehran. Because of Dimitri's New Year's celebration, I'll push the premiere back an hour. Here, I'll push it back an hour so we can do Dimitri's celebration. The music in this thing I really love. This is the song in particular I enjoy from this thing. The song just sounds really good. I see WAVA ran a random test. The countdown just sounds really good. It sounds really good. And even at the end, it sounds great. It's this part. I've been raving to that specific part of the countdown so much On that video, I've been raving to the countdown so much. So much. I'd had so much fun raving to that countdown, haven't I? Yeah. The music just sounds so good. The music is just, it's just awesome. I like it. I love it. And now everything is saving quickly like it should. That's great. That is awesome.
By Jones right there, he had plenty of space ahead of him. And Radish looking to cut across and make the screen. He just gets out-bodied a little bit off to the side.
We usually show the last 10 seconds of the countdown and the first 5 seconds of the new year. Changing January 1st. Yep.
We've seen that all season, and very effective on the power play, but it makes it easier for Corpusalo to deny him when the pass has to come through Seth Jones in the middle, and he has time to get set on the left side.
Telling our entire group that we'll be running our New Year's Eve celebration for Dimitri, and we will actually stay. And we will remain on and we will stay after the game, so we can actually bring you the entire New Year's celebration in Russia. And because the game is almost over, I'm gonna go ahead and send this back over to Air 1. Yes, this is day 3 of Air 1. So pretty much we've already begun the warship at this point until they test. Will they do it on New Year's Eve? Probably not. They'll do it on New Year's Day. All right. Final minute of play in this final hockey game of 2022.
By the way, this is a Sitco power play.
Last minute of play in this final hockey game of the year. Last hockey game of the year.
Well, good decisions.
The final hockey
all
game
around
of
the ice.
2022.
Seth Jones with a big shot. Domi letting go of the one-timer. That's what the Hawks need. Everybody needs to be a threat to score, and maybe you could pull Columbus a little bit out of their structure
And then
when they have to respect the player
and
with
then
the
after
puck.
we
And
celebrate the new
you guys
year
should do that right there, just putting one in on
for
around the net.
Dimitri,
Looking
I'll
for
then get
Hayes
to
or
work
Radish
on
to
the
come
street
around
view stuff. I'll get to
and
work on
finish
the
it.
Eden's Expressway, and I'll take care of the county requests.
So the timeout
I'll
is
take care
over.
of the.
And a face-off will be in
So
the
that-
circle of Corpusalo's
So
right.
then once
There's
this,
Garrett King drawing it up on the whiteboard.
and then again by the end of this game,
At least 3
and after we
straight
bring in
faceoffs
the
there on
new
the power
year
play,
with
just
Dimitri,
bulldozing over his opposition.
and then after we bring in the new year
Kinger's got a
with
lot of
Dimitri,
great plays and designs.
then we
Not
will.
surprised. Here's King
Then
with a
we'll,
shot from the right circle.
of
Blocker
course,
saved by
we'll say
Corpusalo.
goodbye for now.
Puck to the
We'll
far
come back
boards.
later tonight.
Morale hands it
And
off.
during our off time, and that's it. The Blue Jackets have won it. Either it's going to go in, yes. The Blue Jackets have not won it just yet, but they are about to. It is now 4-1 on an empty net goal with only 38.5 seconds remaining in the game. An empty net goal by Columbus with only 38.5 seconds remaining in the game.
There's Jack Johnson
Anyway.
now.
what I was going to say. What was I? Oh yeah, what I was going to say. What I was going to say is that after we ring in the new year with Dimitri, which we will start in about 5 minutes here, I will then get to work on the finals review video for 2022. I'll then also soon after take care of the county. I'll take care of this week's county requests, and then we should be good to go. And then I'll just kick back, relax, and watch London, bring in the new year, and every other country in the world. And of course, we'll take you to Times Square in New York. And this game is over. The Blue Jackets have won it. Yeah, one final bang with streamers. Huh, interesting. That's, what was so necessary about the streamers, though? Could be because of the cannon. Could be for the wind cannon. I don't know if it's the wind cannon. It's probably the wind cannon, I think. But I don't really know for sure. Let me put it back on buzzer because Concentration will be airing next.
Now there are two things.
I might go and put this on WLS should I choose to use it on there later tonight. But that is it. $20 minutes left. 20 minutes until the new year in Russia. And yes, I've been once again. Here, I'll just move it on to the next. Here, I'll just move it on to an episode of Sail of the Century. All right, so close to 15 minutes to midnight, and I came across and I just found this. This New Year's thing goes as far back now as 1922. 1922. That's how far back. All right. Now comes the time. I don't even know if Dimitri's even up. Hopefully he is. There we go. All right, I'll see if we can get Andrew Dernick on here. It's 13 minutes and 25 seconds until 2023 in Moscow. So as of right now, it is about 13 minutes until midnight in Dimitri's area. And yes, we are broadcasting the entire celebration live. So, right now we are 12 minutes and 45 seconds until the new year in Russia. And plus I also just came across a video of the ball being raised over Times Square. Yeah, of the New Year's ball going up. However, this was in 2020. This was New Year's Eve 2020. So yeah, Getting down to the final 12 minutes of 2022.
Yes, it's actually a final day.
And then later they do it again. Later they video the ball going down. From right behind the right behind One Times Square. That's where the ball is. That's where they dropped the ball. And then the ball begins flashing. And then it counts that flashes, goes dark. And then everybody in New York celebrates.
5 minutes. Yes.
Yeah, we're getting down to the last 11 minutes. So over the past few, even for a while now, I've seen a few other people's been doing renderings and concepts for what the New Year's Eve celebration could possibly look like in New York this year. What it could possibly look like.
10 minutes away.
That's right. We're getting down to the last 10 minutes. Yeah, we're getting down to the last 10 minutes of 2022. Yep, 10 minutes. I really like these 3D renderings. Because the renderings look so accurate. The renderings of the celebration look very accurate. Like the whole firework comets. Yeah, whoever did this did a really good job. They did a really good job at the renderings. Yep, everybody down in Russia is getting ready to celebrate. And I'm gonna get my Clay countdown video ready too, because we're gonna play that when the time comes. We'll do the same thing for the Eastern Seaboard live. In 5 minutes, yeah. Ball drop fails part 7. Basically, it's basically all the fails of the ball drop. Ball isn't lowered in time. Times Square ball drop noise is too early. Countdown digital timer was late. CPS countdown is way too fast. Take glitch is different. ABC digital countdown says 11:60 instead of midnight. Times Square ball isn't lowered in time in 19. Looking back at all these fails, ball is still halfway down the pole at 14. The ball is still halfway down the pole at 14. I can't believe they still do this mechanically. I can't believe I can't believe even now in modern day society, they don't even use computerized technology to even bring down the New Year's ball. We're down to the last 7 minutes.
7 minutes. 7 minutes.
Ball doesn't lower until 40. Imagine theme is ended late. Sign lights up early. Autosync crowd countdown was late. Toshiba countdown glitches for a second. Ball drop button is pressed late. World's loudest horn is played. Toshiba clock is too late. Fireworks malfunction. TV version was too late. You have to look very closely. Because there's so much confetti, that's why. Fireworks on top right malfunction. Heavy rain causes fireworks to break down. Volkswagen clock was early. That's a lot of fails. I'll actually go back a little bit more in depth on that later. Alright. Yeah, we're getting close. Played at 11:55:13. That's how fast I need to play this Clay Ranger thing here. So I would like this perfectly timed. So let's... Alright, there we go. Got it going. We're down to the final 5 minutes. Yes, we are down to 8 hours in New York. We are down to 9 hours here in Chicago. We are in 10 hours in the mountains, Albuquerque, Denver. And we are only 11 hours, I believe, in Los Angeles. We are counting it down second by second as we get ready to watch Russia bring in a brand new year. And we are down to the final 4 minutes. The countdown is perfectly in sync. The countdown is perfectly in sync. Alright. The countdown is perfectly in sync. And yes, Clay Ranger is the one who made this countdown sequence. I am enjoying this thing while it lasts. And I really like the music on this one too. The music sounds really good. All right, down to the last 3 minutes.
3 minutes away.
Let's look at some more ball drop fails. I'll have the lights on for this special occasion as we get down to midnight. there's so many fails. There's some ball drop fails and mistakes. I'll watch that a little more off camera. So again, if any of you are waiting for the compilation to begin, I delayed it by an hour. I delayed it by an hour so that way we can make way for this celebration right here. I'm sure there's fireworks already going off outside of Dimitri's house. I'm assuming there's fireworks already going off, and I believe there are some already going in downtown Moscow. I'm not going to include this part here, but I am going to include the screen recording. And now, here we go. The big moment has arrived. The last 60 seconds. The final minute. "35 seconds. All right, 30 seconds. I'll turn Dimitri up so you can hear him too. We are down to 10 seconds. Down to 20 seconds. All right, Dimitri, are you ready? Here we go. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and a happy new year in Russia. Happy New Year in Moscow, Russia. Welcome to 2023, if you're in Russia. I'm gonna turn this down a little bit. Dimitri is now in 2023. For those who are just joining the call or on the live stream, wherever you may be watching us right now. So yeah, good afternoon to you and yours, and a happy new year to everybody right now in Russia. I hope that Moscow's putting on a really good celebration for the brand new year. I'll scroll through Olang Zai. Here, I'll scroll right through Olang Zai. Dimitri, what are you seeing right now? Are you seeing any fireworks of any kind? You should be. So happy New Year to Russia. To everybody watching in Russia, to you and yours, a happy New Year from all of us here at SPC Plainfield. You're not seeing any fireworks of any kind? Yep, I even got my light flashing too. Yeah, I've even got my light flashing too. We'll do the exact same thing for midnight here in Chicago a little later on. And we'll do the same thing for New York, too. You can see the... Yeah, welcome to 2023, Russia. You just saw Dmitry ring in 2023. Yeah, you just saw Dmitry ring in 2023. I might actually use this song later on in my next Street View video. I actually might use this song. I did see the Amber Alert. Yeah, Jelton, I did see the California Amber Alert, and I actually did play that in addition to the Birmingham.
Oh yeah, Stockton issued it on their NWR station too.
Okay, I'll just set it back to the normal blue sequence, and I'll pause it for another countdown later on. All right, Dmitry, are you seeing any fireworks outside your house right now? So, Dmitry, are you seeing any fireworks outside? I'll go and forward it to the next time zone. Next up to ring in the new year will be Egypt.
Yes, Steve, yeah. Yeah, true.
Yeah, everybody's wishing Dmitry a happy new year right now.
Who gave you the wine, Donna? Oh, well, that's nice. Let's go back to 98.5 for now.
Yeah, because I suppose you wanted to use a different station for the New Year's celebration.
Yeah, Blake, you're right. Fireworks is going!
Turn on the webcam, or put on the webcam so we can see. You can see that's his light display going crazy. Yeah, he's got it on a TV channel right now.
Let's go check. All TV stations, regular programming.
Yeah, every single TV station in the country is ringing in the new year right now. Well, all the major networks in the country. This will be the exact same story later tonight here in Chicago.
Go check out.
Because of course the celebration will actually get started at 7 p.m. When Dick Clark's New Year's Eve with Ryan Seacrest begins on ABC. There will be a whole bunch of performances. And then, of course, at 11 o'clock, we'll watch the ball drop, and then about 25 minutes later, ABC 7 will do our coverage of New Year's Eve. And, of course, we're going to cover it all. We're, of course, going to cover it all tonight.
Yeah, right.
But for the time being, I'm already
This
getting.
is the first like January 1st,
But right now, I'm already
2023.
getting. I'm right now already
Where?
getting the next Street View video ready to go.
Alright. But first, I got to check it in the unboxing. And then the Christmas gift right now. Hold on. Give it a
Wait,
second.
high wind
There
warning?
we go.
Where?
We justified it we justified it a Christmas gift. Right now.
Oh wait, a gift?
Oh, yeah.
Wait, is that a
Immediate
gift you forgot to?
evacuation.
Wait, is that a gift you forgot to open around Christmas? Oh, what, Gelatin?
Plainfield. Immediate evacuation in California.
Oh, for goodness sakes!
Where did this come from? You are under an
Right.
evacuation warning. There is active flooding in Wilton. Water is beginning to rise all of the roads. Go to Wackford Center at 9014 Roosevelt Road in Oak Grove, California. West on Dillard to north on Highway 99. West on Laguna Boulevard to north on Big to Roosevelt Road.
Yeah, that's because of the. Yeah, that's because of all that rain the National Weather Service over there was predicting.
Of course, it went bad and it started to flood, so of course they had to issue that evacuation warning message. I'm wondering if WJ1's gonna relay this.
Well, if it hasn't been sent over cap yet, which I don't think it has.
Not really. I don't know. It has. I would have gone.
No, but like I don't know.
If it was sent on cap, then it would have been on WJ1 by now.
Rick.
True.
Come on. True. Stop. Already. That's the music.
Yes, there was an
Already.
avalanche.
Alright, trying to record over now. Get the radio on here. You've gone. Oh wait, I almost forgot.
He's gonna open up. Yeah, Dimitri's gonna open up his.
Hello everyone, and Happy New Year for 2023 here. It's 2023 persons here. Although
We're also along with SBC Playfield, who was the main star of the show as well. I'm going to be streaming the New Year's ball drop in New York, and even my celebration back here in Chicago.
Yes, it is.
Yeah, Andrew Durnock's here as well. Gelatin's also here.
Yep. And we have a little show here. Right. So, anyways, this is our first time in. Hold on. Try the camera to down. Anyways, this is our first time in the gifting and unboxing. And then and watch. Go on in the watch. So we're going to do. It's not just a ghost touch. Okay, let's start it. The wing. Here we go. One. Whoa. Two. Oh boy, we just opening. Are you freaking kidding me? Another no. Still stuck in there. Get the. Drew, discovered I. You know what? Drew, give this turn down for you already. I'm doing an unboxing.
Yeah, he's doing an unboxing video. And of course, I'm streaming it too.
Yeah, that's what. And the OB is. And the OB is. OB is. Very true. OB is. Надо посмотреть. This is a hallway watch fit 2. Yes. This is the first time in a hallway watch fit 2. Let's go check opening. Alright, get the freaking on. Come on.
Yeah, even myself, I can see how hard it is to open up stuff like that.
Come on. Come on. It's not working. Do I try to find it?
Trying to find the opening flap.
Oh, there we go. Oh, here it is. Okay. Okay. There we go. So, the word here is this that also we have a look at it. The back here is that there's a Bluetooth calling, and there's a battery light, there's a music playback, and there's a workout modus. SB02 and quick workout ammunitions. Alright, so try to 1.74 inch full view display. Well, we just got it to 9 modes. Oh wait, I don't know what's that. Let's charge opening. Oh yes. Oh yes.
What's this?
Yes. It's the Hawaii Watch 52. I tried to unboxing. But I'm not recording. So come on. Are you freaking? What? Let's go. What's going on there? Let's check. There is a black edition on my Hawaii Watch Fit 2. Like this one for my one. Like seriously this time. Oh, look at that hair. I love it. So, what are you gonna do? Let's try to take it. What? What? Anyways, let's take it off. This one just is actually kidding. This one is just nothing. Okay, so anyways, let's go to check this one. What's happened? Oh, look at that! It actually charging for my watch. Alright, I kept waiting this documents. Let's go to box on the way for now. And this go away right here. And this one is anyway. This way. This way. Alright, let's go. Oh yeah, almost forgot it's over here. Stay here. Oh, what? Oh, they're back at a crane single. So, alright, let's go take it in the wall. It's actually black as start. So, let's try to take it off. Hey, I said take it off already. There we go. So you can see the start of work. That. Give it a second. Come on. There we go. Now so this starts. Whoa, Jesus Christ. Oh, come on. Hold on. Give it a second. I'll try to get freaking D or freaking F, T, F, and right now. What the hell is that? Oh yeah, I think it's how fireworks is going. Anyways, let's go down and testing right now in 3, 2, 1. Let's go check. It works? There you are!
Starting up.
Yes, there's a barrel up! Let's see, I'll go to the language. Playfield, what should you do the language?
Usually I put my things in English.
No, I'm not going to speak to English right now.
Yeah, usually he would usually do the Russian language because he usually does the Russian language.
Yep. Yeah. Look at that. Download this one. Interesting. This that. But hey, my watch is not working. Actually, now it's not working. My Huawei Watch FP2 is not working. This is a video. And Happy New Year 2022. 2023. So 6 watching. See you there next video. Also, I'll with
SBC playing field.
Alright. Dylan 10.
Yep, Delta and Andrew Journal.
Well. Yep. There's Saul. That's all for now this video. I figured he joined this gifting in this surprises. But until this on February 21st. 2022. I mean 2023. Yeah. So that's all for now this video. Thanks for watching. I see you next. Oh, come on. I see you there. The next video. Happy New Year. Oh my gosh.
Yep, and I just took care of the Street View video.
Alright.
And I just took care of the Street View video per viewer request.
Hey. Here it is. Download.
Everybody wants the Outbound Edens, and that's what they're getting.
What happening? What happening?
Closing the poll. And now I'm gonna get the. Let me see if I have any.
Can I show you something?
Alright, go ahead.
Got it.
Hold on, try to switch to internet right now because it's so boring.
I don't have anything for I-94 West, but I am actually going to use. I am actually going to use a sample of the 2023 New Year's celebration for the. So I thought MG Kit stole the MD319 right here. Running Sales sold the radio, so now I'm happy.
Whoa, jeez. Cool. Let's try again.
So I'm gonna find the song and maybe lower the pitch of it too. Okay, here's where it starts. Here's where it begins. This will be going into the Outbound Eden Street View video. So let me put it into Audacity now. Or rather, I'll play it with VLC and see if I can make it, see if I can adjust its pitch. I actually like it in the original pitch. But honestly, I don't know what song Clay Ranger used. Goodbye 22 premieres in 7 hours. Premieres in 7 hours. Meanwhile, let's go back on some more ball drop fails. 1996, the ball gets stuck and the sign lights up late. 2003, the digital timer powers off at 40. The sign lights up early in 2008. And you know, the countdown's even going to continue into the morning, you know, with the last one being at 6 o'clock. With the last countdown being at 6 o'clock in the morning, and then the whole world is in 2023 at this point. 2014, Toshiba clock is too late. That's the end of part 1. Part 2. Tie-square ball drop noise is too early. CBS countdown is way too fast. Way too fast, and the tape cuts to New Year's Rocket Eve. Ball gets stuck. Yeah, it's the same one. Discover Car digital countdown is too fast. Is too fast. Astro Crowd countdown was off sync. Yeah, we've seen that already. A lot of these are same ones. ABC Digital Countdown 1981 says 11:60 instead of 12 o'clock midnight. The 2009 Auto Sync Crowd Countdown was late. (2015) Live TV version was too late. Live TV version was too late. (1958) Sign lights up early. And the ball is still halfway down. And the ball is still halfway down the pole. Sign lights up when it is still 1990. Sign lights up when it's still 1977. The sign lights up too early. Toy 2011. Toshiba clock is too early and the horn is too loud. And the horn is too loud. A lot of these parts are repeats. A lot of parts here are repeats of previous parts. The 1958 one, but it's been rephrased. Countdown digital timer was late. (1982) Times Square ball isn't lowered in time. Same with 1985. Also with 1987. Toshiba countdown malfunctions. New Year's 2015, the Toshiba countdown malfunctions. (2017) The fireworks on the top right malfunctions. (2019) The heavy rain causes fireworks to break down, causing smoke, which blocks out the screen. Volkswagen clock was early in 2020. Part 6. Same things. 1983. The ball is still halfway down the pole at 14. Yeah, we see that. 1984. The ball drop is half a second early. The ball isn't low. 1989. Ball isn't lowered in time. The ball gets stuck and the sign lights up early. (1998) The ball doesn't lower until 40. 2010. The auto-sync, the Toshiba countdown glitches. And pretty much part 7's a repeat of everything. And in this last part, even does 2005. 2007, the Imagine theme ends late. The Imagine theme is ended late. Ended late. And the sign lights up early. It's a lot of... Oh, 2011, the ball drop button was pressed late. And the ball drop button is pressed late. Well, yeah, that's really the fails of the ball drop of New Year's Eve in New York. That is exactly how I want to end 2022. Is just do a ball drop. Or worship with Air One. Alright, well that's going to do it for our Blackhawks live program here on Playfield TV. We'd like to thank you for joining us today, this afternoon, and watching as many parts of the world ring in the new year. We have a few more. I'm actually going to go through... So I'm actually in the process of right now working. I've got the Street View video all prepared and all set to go. So it's all good. So let me go through the remaining countdowns. Egypt, you are 23 minutes and 40 seconds until the new year. An hour and 23 for Brussels. 2 hours and 23 for London. Priya is 3 hours 23. 4 hours 23 is King Edward. 5 hours 23 in Buenos Aires, Brazil. Newfoundland is 5:53. 6:23 for Caracas. I don't know what that is pronounced. And then of course New York City, 7 hours and 23. 8:23 for Mexico City and Chicago. Edmonton is 9:22. LA, 10 hours. 11 hours for Anchorage. Tahoe is 11:52. 12:22 for Honolulu. Alfie, 13:22. Banker Island, 14:22. And that's it. That's all the time zones. Alright, let's go to the time zone that we are currently watching over. Let's go back to Cairo, because that's the time zone we're currently watching over. And we will come back on the air later on tonight, and we will bring you the New Year's celebration in New York. The ball drop. Yeah, we'll bring you everything. We'll bring you the ball drop. We'll bring you the auto test. We'll bring you everything. We get to bring you absolutely every bit of the action, and we hope that you will join us again later tonight. All right. So, as our new year gets closer and closer, so again, the new year is getting closer and closer. So, to everyone across the world watching, I would like to wish you all a happy new year. We hope you'll join us later tonight as we watch New York, Chicago, and the entire continental United States bring in 2023. And I'll probably stay up for Alaska at 3-8. Well, I usually stay up until like 4 o'clock in the morning. But then I'll probably miss like the last two countdowns, but that's okay. As then I'll end the compilation after WOKA, and that'll be the end of it. So, yeah. So, once again, Happy New Year's. I hope you're enjoying, and I hope you all have a great New Year's Eve. And don't forget to join us again tomorrow, later tonight, for another live stream covering the ball drop and everything in between. And for those who missed it, here's the final score from the Blackhawks game. The Blue Jackets win it 4-1. We'll have another game tomorrow on New Year's Day. We hope you'll join us for that too. So until then, thanks for watching, and we will see you later tonight for the big moment. I'm very excited.